When you absolutely positively have to have Jonah Hill for your tentpole picture, be prepared to pony up some major cash. The star, who is in talks to appear in writer-director Matt Reeves' The Batman in an undisclosed role, is reportedly seeking a figure equivalent to twice what the flick star Robert Pattinson will pull down.
Don't forget about my money.
Variety film reporter Justin Kroll disclosed the tidbit on Twitter, adding some context to the news that Hill is being eyed for the role in The Batman. Exactly which role that is has been kept under wraps by studio Warner Brothers, but it's been speculated by many that the star could be cast as the Riddler or the Penguin. According to Kroll, this is dead accurate. Kroll wrote, "So on the Jonah front, he's had the offer for over a month. And besides money being a bargaining point, at one point heard he wanted 10, which is wild since Rob isn't making half that, but also which character he would play, whether it's the Riddler or Penguin." There's quite a bit to unpack there. Kroll states that Hill has been sitting on a firm offer for more than a month, which could be taken to mean that while he's still technically in talks for the role, negotiations have stalled somewhat. The reporter also asserts that at one point, Hill was asking for a whopping $10 million payday to appear in The Batman, but it can be inferred that he's not going to get it. If Warner Brothers were cool with coughing up his reported asking price, there would be no reason for Hill to have been sitting on their offer for this long.
I'm not understand how much money you like.
It's likely that the studio countered with a figure more in line with what Pattinson will be making, which Kroll says isn't even half of $10 million. It has to be pretty close. Superhero salaries for a first solo picture tend to fall within the $3 to $5 million range, and it's safe to say that Batman is a pretty high-profile property. By way of comparison, it's been reported that Brie Larson was paid $5 million to star in 2019's Captain Marvel, while Benedict Cumberbatch pulled down right around $3 million to lead 2016's Doctor Strange. We haven't even gotten to the last part of Kroll's tweet, which is perhaps the most interesting of all. Apparently, a major sticking point between Hill and Warner Brothers has to do with which character he'll be playing, which could imply that the two parties aren't seeing eye to eye on that matter.
I'm not stupid. I'm smart. I make $1 million deals.
Right? Physically speaking, the Penguin would be the most obvious role for Hill, since the actor is relatively short at 5'7". He lost a significant amount of weight back in 2011, so he's not the Oswald Cobblepot of the comics, but he still can't shake the fat jokes.
When Jonah's agent told him that Quentin Tarantino wanted him to be in a spaghetti western, Jonah was like, "You had me at spaghetti."
It seems likely that the Penguin is the role that Warner Brothers has in mind for the actor, while Hill, perhaps sensitive about his weight, is more keen to take a crack at portraying Edward Nygma, the Riddler, which seems like a pretty good fit to us. Hill may be known primarily for his comedic roles, but he is a gifted, Academy Award-nominated actor, and we can absolutely see him bringing just the right notes of cunning and madness to the role of Nygma. Reeves has said that he'll be fielding a more grounded, noir-influenced take on Batman than previous filmmakers, so while it may seem a little on the nose to cast a comedic actor as the Riddler, Hill has proven that he has the chops to add a bit of comedic flavor to the role without overwhelming it. It remains to be seen how the month-long stalemate between actor and studio will be resolved, or indeed if it will be at all. It's obvious that Hill and Warner Brothers began their negotiations pretty far apart on what the details of the actor's contract would be. And it's not like there aren't dozens of thespians in Hollywood who would fall over themselves for the chance to play either of the roles Hill is reportedly being eyed for. Of course, we'll be keeping our eyes peeled for any developments, and we'll keep you up to speed. The Batman is expected to begin production late this year or early next, and the flick swoops into theaters on June 25th, 2021.